Hi there, Mandy Swaim here with the Tampa Flute Studio. So glad you clicked on this video. In this one, we are going to be exploring a few different types of piccolos that are great for the growing piccolo player, someone who's looking for something that's really versatile, something that they could use indoor, outdoor, and a piccolo that they can even grow with. So this is great if you are looking for your first time piccolo. I've got 4 different piccolos lined up for us to look at today, so check them out. All right, so this first piccolo that I have here is a Jupiter JPC 1000 piccolo. This one runs just under $900, which is a really great price for this piccolo. As you can see, it has a silver plated head joint, and it does have this what they call ABS resin body. It's very durable. It's improved sound from when you see the all silver ones, for sure. When I play on it, instantly it sounds way better than their all silver model, for sure. It does have a conical bore, which is great because most high-end piccolos are going to have that as well. So this is kind of a step up from that all silver too. And then that conical bore also helps with improved intonation, helps with improved responsive articulation. So yeah, this is a great one. It could be used interchangeably between marching band, concert band. I think it produces a good amount of volume, seems to be very flexible. Easy response on this piccolo in pretty much all registers, so that's also very nice. So that was the Jupiter JPC 1000. All right, so this piccolo here that I have is a Zhao DZP 102. This one also runs just under $900, so a really great price. Zhao is a fantastic brand, really well known with their flutes as well. And this one is probably, I would say, definitely a step up from having that metal head joint. This one's gonna give you that appearance of an all wood piccolo. It's composite. It's actually made from wood dust and epoxy. These are good for indoors and outdoors with that resin material. It resists temperature and humidity changes, which is going to help it not crack or anything like that, like a real wood piccolo would. So that's why it's good for indoor and outdoor. It does have this bubble style head joint with a lip plate profile. So if you can see up close, you can see that it has what looks like a lip plate. So if you're not necessarily comfortable with just the regular wooden piccolo head joints at this point in your piccolo life, this one's nice because it's still going to give you that feeling of having a lip plate like you would on the flute. It's not just going to be the head joint with the cut in there. That bubble that I was saying, that's where the shape of this head joint is in here, and then it kind of bubbles out. This has silver plated keys, so that helps keep against tarnish, and also has a split E mechanism, which is a great addition. Great price point. I think that this one, when playing it, has really strong projection in the upper register. That's why I picked something as far as the excerpt goes that was in the upper register. The response was not quite as, easy or clear or strong, I would say, in the lower register, which it can kind of be typical for piccolo. We kind of struggle with that, or don't struggle, but it's something that we have to work with. But this thing really responds super well in the upper register. Loved it, very clear tone. Yeah, so the Zhao and the DZP 102. this piccolo that I have here is a Pearl 105 ES. This one runs just over $1,000, so still great price point. This one has a composite granadite head joint and body with silver plated keys and the mechanism. The mechanism on this one is pinless, so you're not going to see any of those pins along the rods, which is very nice, helps with the smooth movement of the keys. This granadite material that they use, it shows a lot of the same advantages as you would see with the wood piccolos. As far as the appearance goes, obviously it's the same, the weight, and the density and the feel. So when I first pick up this piccolo compared to the other ones that we had looked at before, the weight is significantly different. It's actually quite a bit heavier, especially right here in the middle, this middle joint between the head joint and the body. For some reason, it feels a lot heavier right there. It does almost have that bubble shape like the other one we just looked at has, but it's not quite as noticeable. Again, this is that material, that granadite. It's going to be resistant to shock and temperature, resistant to cracking, resistant to moisture fluctuation, which is definitely something we have to deal with here in Tampa, where we are. It's made with really high quality synthetic pads that are going to last you quite a while, and they also do really well in those temperature changes, humidity changes. And the material that this is made out of definitely changes the tone of the instrument a lot and allows for a little bit more flexibility of the dynamic range. This one does not have that lip plate like you saw on the others. Yeah, and I thought it had a pretty even tone overall. Didn't quite ping as much in that upper register like I got with maybe the last one that you could hear, but my first instinct is totally worth the try on this one. Especially if you're looking for something that's going to push you to that next level piccolo, going to get you somewhere where you're feeling comfortable enough to kind of step up to a real wood piccolo, because it has so many of the same features and structure, and all of that stuff feels quite similar. So this last piccolo that I have decided to play for you is a Zhao DZP 301. This one might look a little bit different to you. It is made of rosewood, head and body. Really, really beautiful piccolo by looks and sound. Has silver plated keys, has a split E mechanism. Really, really smooth key action to me, fast response in articulation, in register response, and really good resonance to me overall. Of all the piccolos that I've played for you today, I would say that this one has the most even sound quality, tone characteristic across the board. From low register being nice and resonant to the high register being really nice and resonant, to the articulation responding in both registers. This one is really, really great. And for the price point of this one, this is a wonderful instrument. This one has wood that is treated and seasoned to resist temperature changes and humidity. So I don't know if I necessarily recommend taking this one to play outside, but you're definitely going to be safe with this one indoors. It's going to make